from where we were a month ago to where we are now is insane. About a month ago, I was saying this team is young, they will grow. You know, I loved them to see them win some games from time to time, see if they can do things. But I'm like, this team's young. They need some time. They need some time to develop. All these people were like, Jordan Love's not the answer. All these people were like, fire LaFleur. People were saying, start Sean Clifford. To me, I think Love learned what he was doing. You know what? He struggled. He had his moments. He struggled. But all this talk that he must have heard, or whatever was going on in his head, from the wise words of Patrick Mahomes, you woke up the wrong mother...
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, about now, about now, about now.
What is poppin', y'all? It's your man, Cloudboy Bales, and welcome to another episode of Wisco Sports Weekly, where big, ginormous, huge, ginormous, mega huge win against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, first off, as I said a month ago, we weren't even considered to make the playoffs. We had the number 6 pick overall. Flash forward a month, and we are 6-6 in a position to actually make the playoffs. We have won 4 of the last 5 games, a complete turnaround in the month of November. The last 3 games, Jordan Love has played out of his mind, and realistically is looking just as good as any other quarterback right now. I mean, he is something... The switch came on, and Jordan Love, I don't know what happened, but he looks a lot more confident. And that is something fantastic that any person would want to see. Game ball will go to Jordan Love. Of course it's going to go to Jordan Love. I mean, that's what, honestly, you want to see. Jordan Love, on the day, he went 25 of 36, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, was only sacked twice. Quarterback rating of 118.6, 2 carries for 10 yards. Man, he really showed up today. Obviously, there was a lot of people that really stepped up today. On the rushing attack, A.J. Dillon had a real good game, powering the rock. 18 carries, 73 yards, and a catch for 14. That was a very fantastic day. What a day for Christian Watson, finally having a game where he really breaks open. Last week was really great for him, but this week, 7 catches for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns is definitely something fantastic. Romeo Doubs led the way, 4 catches, 72 yards. Dontavian Wicks, 3 for 43. Tucker Kraft, 3 for 37. Jaden Reed, 4 for 16. Malik Heath had a catch for 15. Ben Sims with the other touchdown catch, first of his career. Not much from everyone else, but still, you did exactly what you needed to do. On the defensive side, Quay Walker with a fantastic game. 13 total tackles. Corey Ballantyne also had 10 total tackles as well. What a day for him. Jonathan Owens did some great things to step up. A bunch of sacks. We actually got to Mahomes and sacked him a couple of times. Kenny Clark and Rashawn Gary combined for a staff. Preston Smith and Devontae Wyatt combined for another one. And Lucas Van Ness got his 2nd sack of his Packers career. Keyshawn Nixon with the big interception in the 4th quarter. Obviously, that's a great game all for him. And I think that's what's really important. On the Kansas City side, Patrick Mahomes went 21 of 33, 210 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, 4 carries for 26 yards. Isaiah Pacheco had a really good game on the ground, 18 carries for 110 yards and a touchdown, as well as 3 catches for 13 yards. Travis Kelce, 4 catches, 81 yards. Rashee Rice, 8 for 62. Former Packer Marquez Valdes-Scantling had 2 for 25. I'll obviously get to that final play later, because yes, that was pass interference. I think everyone would agree this was a terribly officiated game. And not much from everybody else. Noah Gray with the touchdown for Kansas City. Justin Reed led the day with 10 total tackles, and sacks were made by Mike Dana and Charles Amehu. So great thing. Bucker went 2 of 2 from field goal. Carls went 2 for 2 from field goals, and only a total of 3 punts the entire game. So this was what you could say. I mean, Kansas City is known to have a great defense, and I think Love did what he had to do. He stepped up against this great defense and put up another phenomenal performance. We saw him do it against the Chargers. We saw him do it against the Lions last week, and now at home against the Chiefs. I don't know what to say. This was unbelievable. Especially, the big play. I'm going to say the play of the game is that 4th down completion to Romeo Doubs. I honestly could not believe that play was even made. It was crazy catch. That obviously gave us the other touchdown. That was the play of the game. Lambeau had a lot going for him. The crowd was into this game. We did not go crazy. We were really disciplined. We saw what happened in that 49ers-Eagles game. Those players could not control themselves. Our players were disciplined. And when our players are disciplined, we win games. And it's crazy that we're doing it. And still, again, no Jair Alexander as well. We still won without him. So, Rick, honestly, it kind of makes me think, is Jair a liability? Because I don't even know what to say. LaFleur coached great. He was aggressive. We haven't seen this side of LaFleur in a long time. Love was just unreal. I can't really sit there and say otherwise, but the whole game, we led the whole way, and we beat Patrick Mahomes. I know it's at home. It could have been different if it was in Kansas City, but you know what? Crazy things to happen. If I had to talk about the worst things that happened in this game specifically, I'm going to have to say that officiating in that 4th quarter was absolutely the worst officiating I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say, okay, you know what? There were a couple plays that really were going the Chiefs' way, like a couple cheap plays, and then we got the interception, and then they were like, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, they're just going to try to give Mahomes the game, And then he throws a pass that should have been a pass interference, and it wasn't called. But in reality, it's like, does that even just make up for the bad crap that they've been calling on us? I have no idea what happened. The best part is, no one picked the Packers to win. They showed every single person in NBC picked Chiefs to win this game. I can't even believe that. But yeah, it's crazy. Other thing that did happen was unfortunate was Watson did get injured. I hope it's not serious. I did see him walking around at the end of the game, congratulating the players and stuff. So it looked like hopefully he's okay. I want to say that this is a big thing, because I'm thinking, oh God, I hope he didn't tear his hamstring. But that's the thing about Watson. He just can't stay healthy. As much as he's a great player, and I love watching him play, he just can't stay healthy. And that's going to be the big kryptonite that Watson's going to be dealing with for all these years. But on the contrary, the best thing I think that happened today was that we barely saw Taylor Swift the entirety of this game. The fact that they only showed her once because she was there, and then because the Chiefs didn't really do anything, Travis Kelce had a couple good catches, but a lot of it was on open space. He didn't have a touchdown. They did not show him at all. Matt LaFleur is 16-0 in the month of December. He has not lost a game in December ever since he took over at head coach. I don't know why this is his month, but it is. For this, I say the Packers, I think the Packers are waking up here. And with the schedule that they have coming up, Giants, I mean, it's on the road, and it's in MetLife Stadium, which is the worst stadium to play in. But, you got that game next week on Monday Night Football. And hopefully, our momentum continues. You're at home against the game against the Buccaneers. I'll actually be at that game, so exciting. Panthers, that should be a win because they barely have done anything. Vikings on Sunday Night Football, New Year's Eve. That will be a great game because that could definitely determine playoff vulnerability. And then at home against the Chicago Bears. So, honestly, looking at our schedule, I feel like we are managing. If we win out, we can make the playoffs. I think the way we're playing, we're a young team, but people are counting us out. And we have a lot of days to rest up. I can't wait to see what happens in the future. It's going to be absolutely exciting to see what happens. We beat Patrick Mahomes. We beat Travis Kelce. I mean, I am absolutely speechless right now. Yeah, that officiating at the end was terrible. I feel like there should have been pass interferences called. Yes. But I'm just happy the way we played this entire game. It's just, in the cold under the lights, it's just insane that we were able to get this win. And I am proud to be a Packers fan with that knowing. So, lots to go over. I think you'll see me a lot. Maybe next week with some videos. We'll see what happens. But this will hopefully be a good month. I have some faith. I think I'm cautiously optimistic to see how they do. I think this momentum is going to carry them throughout, and I can't wait to see the future of Jordan Love's career, and hopefully he can really show that he can really be that guy. I mean, I can't believe people were calling him a bust a month ago, and now look at where we are. Crazy. So, if you like what you see, subscribe below, comment with your thoughts. We ended ourselves with a fantastic game, and I can't wait to see what else happens. It's exciting. Go Pack Go. We'll see you next time.